All right, so what do you guys think about where the Aggies ended up there in the NFL draft? Comment below. It is Texags Rewind. We had Isaiah Spiller going to the Chargers, DeMarvin Leal to the Steelers. We talked about Kenyon Green, obviously going to the Texans, and Michael Clemens going to the Jets. So, Billy, a lot of guys ending up a bunch of different places. You and I are going to do a Luchador podcast here in a minute to get your thoughts, but just a quick liner, how you feel about where they ended up.
Excited about where they ended up. And I know I got family members up there that are Jets fans that are texting me, asking me about Michael Clemens. So what a rise for him. What a career for Kenyon Green. And what a career for Isaiah and Leal. Let's not forget these were first-team all-SEC guys. These are guys that have gotten All-American mention. These are guys that had two terrific careers and I think are both going to play a long time in the NFL. I think it was the Steelers and Chargers got absolute steals based on where they drafted those guys. For that to be a third and fourth round selection, absolute steals.
All right, as a reminder, this is brought to you by T-Mobile. They want you to visit T-Mobile.com/acrossamerica to learn how you get more value and coverage through T-Mobile. As a reminder, Billy was on the show today. We did that. We talked all things baseball and football. We did around Aggieland. Micah Dallas was in studio talking about his new NFT. Go check it out on Texags.com. And Jim Schlossnagle about the big victory over, a series victory, I should say, over Vandy. All that and more here on Texags Rewind.
You have a stinker on Friday, and then you have those over the course of a 55, 60-game schedule. You're going to have stinkers, and you had one. It had been a while since you had one. And just talk about the response on Saturday, man. This just, to me, it just embodies what this team is.
Yeah, and back in my younger days, I probably would not have handled that loss the way that that we did on the weekend. And at the end of the day, that I thought they're a little lefty. Normally, when we're on offense, we control the pace of the game. And I thought they're a little lefty. I shouldn't say little. He was up to 97. I thought he completely controlled the pace of the game. He was on attack mode. He was filling up the strike zone. Micah, obviously, the first two hitters, I thought, holy cow, there's the Micah Dallas we know. And then it went backwards from there. But when the game ended, I asked the team, when we beat Georgia 23-9, how many wins was that? It's one win. When we beat Kentucky 17-3, it's one win. When we lose 11-1 to Georgia, it's not three losses, it's one. And so you just, as much as it stinks, you have to swallow hard and move on to the next day. And we may not be the team that has the highest number of draft picks when this season's over. I mean, we have really good college players. But I can tell you, I'll match our resiliency, grit, competitiveness, perseverance up against anybody.
Thank you very much. So I want to encourage people right now to go to micadallas.fanpage.com because just a little bit ago, your NFT dropped.
Yeah. I dropped the NFT. I'm actually dropping it. The first one is going to be free. We just wanted to, give back to the community and the 12th Man for all the support that y'all have given me. And I just really appreciate, everything y'all have done. So this is going to come with some perks. Like there's going to be a rare drop or from this drop, there's going to be a gold, bronze, and silver. And the gold, you'll have a chance to get some tickets to the Mississippi State games, signed jersey, baseball. So if you go online, you'll be able to see all those perks. But yeah, the link's going to be in my bio and all that stuff. So.
All right, everybody, micadallas.fanpage.com. Gold, you get a signed jersey, signed baseball, signed photo, and 2 tickets to the Mississippi State game and a chance to meet Micah. Silver, get a signed baseball, signed photo, and a chance to meet Micah as well. And then bronze come with a signed photo and a chance to meet Micah. So NFT, honestly, man, how did it all happen? I didn't even know much about NFT. I think, in the last couple of years, it's become pretty popular.
I don't even know what it is. What is your NFT?
It's basically a online trading card. It's like a community of that, and people love it. So
is it the one where you've got some chips in your belt line?
Some chips in my belt line. I should have. There's going to be a Pringle edition coming up soon.
I didn't know if we could say no free ads, right?
No Pringle. Yeah, you got to pay me to say that.
So I was going to ask you, how has NIL kind of changed? It's changed football for sure, and I think it's really changing baseball as well.
Yeah, NIL has been huge for baseball, especially with the scholarship caps and all that stuff. That it's kind of evening the playing field for baseball because, I mean, before, you couldn't really have your school paid for. And now people are having the opportunity to pay for their rent, their school, just even the basics. We're not even, asking for that much. So it's really just giving back to the athletes, and it's absolutely huge in baseball.
What do we got going on around Aggieland?
So I think the best news of the weekend was what the baseball team did, right? Thursday, Friday, Saturday series victory in Music City over Vanderbilt. They took the opener 5-1. Nathan Detmer, brilliant. Cole Kaler at a home run. Jacob Palish had a save. Then Friday, we'd like to forget about it. Flush it. The Ags lost 11-1.
Just baseball.
Yeah, it's baseball. Things happen. Then Saturday, they came back and destroyed the Commodores 12-4. Joseph Menifee in relief, working 5 1/3 innings. That's a career high. He only gave up 2 hits, 1 run, 3 walks, and 9 strikeouts. Also a career high in punch-outs. Ryan Targach, 2 homers, 6 RBI, and then Troy Claunch, he was 4 for 5 with 4 ribbies. With that series victory, the Aggies have now won 4 consecutive series thanks to 4 consecutive rubber matches. The number 21 Aggies have jumped from 21 in the rankings to number 13 in this morning's D1 baseball poll. They'll host UT Arlington on Tuesday night, 6:30 first pitch Central Time, and you can stream that on the SEC Network. Plus, on the other diamond, it was a little bit of a rough weekend for Joe Evans and company. They dropped a heartbreaker in 8 innings on Friday night, losing via the walk-off home run 7-5. Then they lost Saturday 7-2, and then Sunday 11-6. They'll look to bounce back this weekend with a Wednesday doubleheader in H-Town against the Houston Cougars, a 3 p.m. start followed by a 5:30 start. Both games streaming on ESPN+. Track and Field hosted their final home meet of the season with the alumni muster meet at the E.B. Cushing Stadium. Lamara Diston setting a world-leading mark in the high jump with a clearance of 1.97 meters. That broke her own school record and the Jamaican national record. It's a top 4 collegiate performance of all time. Deborah Aqua won the long jump with a meet record mark of 6.56 meters. Moitolo Mopaki won the 400-meter hurdles with an NCAA leading time of 48.99. Deshae Wise won the women's 400 meters hurdles as well. Brandon Miller won the men's 800-meter with a time of 1:46.43. That's the 4th fastest time in the country this year. A&M's women's relay teams took both the 4x1 and the 4x4 titles. They swept the 3,000-meter steeplechase with Julia Black winning on the women's side and Teddy Radke winning on the men's side. Excuse me. There's a lot here in this track meet. Caitlin Fairchild won the women's javelin. Nick Mirabelli won the men's. I can't do this correctly today for whatever reason. Kayla Robinson won the women's 100-meter hurdles. Sarah Richardson won the women's 400 meters. Gavin Hoffpair won the men's 1,500-meter, and Gavin Gregson won the men's pole vault. They are geared up for the SEC championships, which will begin in May, and then we will find out today where the men's and the women's tennis teams are headed for the NCAA tournament.
You, Billy. No, the baseball team. What another great weekend. I feel like, and I've used this line before, excuse it, but copy and paste because the stories are the same. Scoring double-digit runs to end a series. Great pitching on the first game of the series from Detmer.
Yeah, the Friday-Sunday similarities have been incredible, and if they can get Micah back on track, they're going to be. I said it both, and it's just they've gotten better and better now. When I thought they'd be a 2 or 3 seed in a regional, now they have a chance to host and be on 1. But even then, I said that's a team that no 1 seed's going to want to face.
Yeah,
and that was because of how Micah was pitching with this lineup. Well, now if you get Dallas back in check, it's like then you start. And Slosh kind of alluded to it. To get to Omaha, you have to have more than that first game guy. And if he can get back to what he was earlier in the year, which I think he can, I know he can. Once you've seen somebody do it, as long as the team's still playing good, I don't think you have to press as much. But I'm looking at a team right now. I saw the standings the other day. I heard y'all talking, regionals and Auburn beat them, but they beat LSU. But if you look at the top 7 teams in the SEC, so A&M's one of them, and they haven't played Tennessee. So out of those 5 other teams of the top 7, Texas A&M is 4-1 in series against the best teams in the league.
Just Auburn.
Auburn's a loss. They've beaten LSU, Vandy, Arkansas, and Georgia. They've beaten 5 of the top 6 teams in the conference. Outside of themselves being 7. or 4. They're 4-1 against the top 6 teams in the league outside themselves. That's remarkable.
Yeah, it is.
It really is. And with the way this closing stretch is, look, South Carolina's playing better.
Mm-hmm.
Ole Miss has that damn lineup that you just don't want to see. I mean, they're rough, and you're going out there. Mississippi State, defending national champs. But how they're playing right now, and if you're ranking those teams in order of how good they've been this year to date, Texas A&M is better than the final 3 teams they're playing. And we've talked about it. If they could win each series, who would have ever thought they could get to 18 and 12? I think it's 17. You're hosting a regional.
Yep.
They get to 18. They might finish. Hell, you could win the West. They're a couple games back only of Arkansas right now, and they've won the series. Arkansas will probably end up on top, but A&M could finish 3rd in the SEC. A very, very good chance they could finish 3rd in the SEC after being picked. I didn't see a full conference ranking. Most people probably would have had them 12, 13. I know they were picked second to last in the West. So pretty incredible what they've done so far. And if I'd have told you they're going to win at Texas, at LSU, at Vanderbilt, and win a series against Arkansas, I know what else they've done. I know Georgia was ranked. I know DBU, Texas. I'm just saying, just look at that statement right there before the year. If you said, hey, in Slosh and Company in their first year here, they're going to win series at Vandy, at LSU, a home series against Arkansas, and beat Texas and Austin. It's incredible. And they're not done yet. You might add Mississippi State, South Carolina to that list, recent national champions. So what they're doing this year is pretty incredible. It's so exciting for the here and now, too. But, again, you've got a guy that's been to Omaha 5 times. You've got a guy that's advanced deep to Omaha multiple times. You've got a pitching coach that's won it at Oregon State. You've got a guy from LSU that's got a championship ring. You've got a hitting coach from Arizona State who one of the rising stars in the game. This staff's incredible. This team right now is playing incredible baseball, so it's fun to watch. We make the comparison a lot to basketball in terms of the turnaround, and I agree. But now this is year 1. This is year 1, and I don't think they're going to get snubbed from the postseason. I think they're going to get in there, and this is a team that has a legit chance to make some noise because of the coaching and the players and just kind of that clubhouse right now.
Yep. All right, we're closing out here on the TexAgs Rewind. Anything we can tell the people who stay for the post-credit scene? We always like to give them something weird.
Nuno is pretending to not like Pitbull today.
There's no pretend. If you like Pitbull, comment below. If you don't, comment below. How about that?
Bad Bunny likes Pitbull.
I mean, he has to. He's in the community. You have to pretend like you like him. The music's terrible.
I'm going to disagree. You want to play a fun game? If you ever go to Cabo, this is my advice to any of the young people, or old, because I've gone to Cabo with some older people and younger people. I'm always accused of running around with people too young for me, but then when I go to Cabo with a bunch of 55 to 60-year-olds, nobody comments. It's like it doesn't register, it doesn't count. Some of the most fun trips I've had are
the 55,
with that
65,
crew.
yeah.
But one of the games to play in Cabo is do a shot every time you hear a Pitbull song. And I mean walking by a bar. If it's playing inside, you hear it in the street, you have to go inside, do a shot. If you're at dinner at the office and you hear a Pitbull song, you do a shot. You're at Edith's, you hear Pitbull, do a shot. The whole weekend. You will get your ass kicked.
Drunk like a skunk. Comment, like, subscribe, share.
Excuse me. Well, I might drink a little more than I should tonight.
Have you ever worn sunglasses at night?
Pitbull. I mean, not like literally worn them. I put them on in a concert the other night because they happened to be in my pocket. Okay. I did it for just a quick silly snap.
But you don't party that way?
Absolutely not.
Okay, just making sure. It's TexAgs Rewind.